Oh my gosh, I see an ant village.
Oh my lord.
Oh, my goodness
lord.
gracious.
Oh my
It's a
God.
big one.
Is this hell or like what is this?
I think this is outside of the realm of existence.
So
They
it's like
call
a
it the
different
end.
dimension.
I would
outside
imagine
of the three
that
dimensions.
when you
Wait,
get
is
to
it three?
when you get to the end of the universe, if it
Flat-
experiences like an infinite sort of stretching
I've always wondered.
event, I imagine that where we're at right now here in the end would be what is left of matter and whatnot. Go ahead.
So you know how the universe is expanding?
Yes.
Two things.
What's
What
it
is
expanding into?
What is it expanding
Yeah.
into, and what would it look like if you could surpass that, which you never could? I mean, you're not going to travel
Reasonably, you would just
billions of
be
light years
outside of existence. So would there be anything to look at?
Yeah, it's interesting though, because like, how could the things that exist expand into non-existence? Like, I don't understand. I mean,
It
I guess
doesn't
the
make any
idea-
sense at all,
Yeah, well,
no.
no, it doesn't make any sense, and
The best
I
way
could
I
go
could
into that a
describe
lot,
it
but
is if you have a white piece of paper, that's non-existence, and when you start drawing in the middle, that's existence, and you just keep drawing until
Yeah,
you
no,
fill
it
the white
just-
paper.
it-
But then, is there something that the universe is filling?
I start to have an existential crisis, like whenever I'm like trying to understand infinity, and my brain is like, you can't understand this, and I start to have like a moment, and I have to distract myself because it starts to make me.
You start to overthink it.
I start to overthink it, I'm
starts
like-
to consume you.
and
I've
there's
been
no
doing
point
that
thinking
too
about-
recently with the rabies, but that's
Reese, you don't have rabies.
I know that I don't, because statistically the
Guys,
likelihood
tell
of
him he
getting
doesn't have rabies.
Comment
Put in the
down
comments,
below.
guys. Put in the comments. Reese does not have rabies.
I've
2024.
considered going to get the vaccine just to be on the safe side. But
No.
here's the thing. Okay, let's start from the beginning. There have been these kittens, these 5 kittens, and what I assume to be their mother, eating on my front porch in the evenings.
Feasting on creatures.
Well, no, they just eat like Tifa's food, right? And I tried to pet one, and it didn't like it. And then I tried to pick it up, and it bit my finger. Hard enough to break like the skin, and I bled a little bit. And I went inside and I rinsed it out, soap and water, drenched it in alcohol. That burned. I kept doing it till it stopped burning, because I figured at that point everything was dead. And then I wrapped it, like dried it off and wrapped it in a Band-Aid with triple antibiotic ointment. I was like, I shouldn't get any infections. But then I started thinking about rabies. Now, Mike, do you know when the last time someone died from rabies, or the last time that someone contracted rabies from a rabid cat?
First century.
No,
I'm just
not
kidding.
that long ago. It was 1975, I believe. So almost 50 years ago. And maybe by the time you're watching this at home, 50 years ago. So no one in
It's
the world
been 50 years
that
since we
know
released
of,
this.
or at least in the States, has got... Well, you know, people watch videos later on.
The year is
We
2074.
rewatch old stuff all the time. What I was going to say is no one has gotten rabies from a cat in 50 years, okay?
All right, so
Furthermore,
what do you? That's like when
I'm
we
not
went to.
finished!
Well,
The
I've thought of
likelihood-
many things to say, so go ahead.
The likelihood of a kitten getting rabies and surviving to spread it is very low, because that means a rabid animal had to attack them, and the
Oh, I
kitten
know.
had to survive the attack, which these are like not even 8-week-old kittens. They're smaller than my kitten, you know, Kyrie, in the kitchen, and she's quite small. So these kittens are way smaller than that. They're like itty bitty, and the likelihood that a rabid animal bit them and they contracted rabies and are now have had it long enough to spread it and have not died themselves just from the wounds of the attack is also incredibly rare. I want to make it very clear that I'm not trying to talk other people out of seeking medical aid if they're bitten by a wild
No,
animal.
don't. If you're feeling really bad, just
Well, at that point it's too late.
don't do anything.
If you already have the symptoms, you're basically already dead. Now, I think it's something like 30 people have survived rabies. Have you heard of the Milwaukee Protocol?
I'm trying really hard to remember all the things I want to say, but go ahead.
Okay, in 2004, a young girl, I say a young girl, she might have been a teen, contracted rabies, and they did the Milwaukee Protocol on her, where basically they put her into an induced coma and allowed her body to fight off the rabies infection itself while protecting her brain. Now, she did have to relearn how to walk, I think talk, read, and write.
Imagine.
I mean, I don't know why you're making a light
I
of
wrote my
this. It's
name
a
out
horrible
left-handed to yesterday pretty well.
thing. What? What is the relevance?
Well, I had to learn a new skill, and it wasn't that bad.
Anyway,
it didn't look pretty. It had little
Since
jagged
then,
edges.
a number of people have gone on to survive, but it is one of the most deadly things that you can contract. But I don't think that I have rabies. What I do have, and
That's
you'll know
partly
this
like-
from growing up with me, is paranoia, anxiety, and
Yes, I know. I have the same thing.
hypochondria. Specifically,
Well, not
in
as bad
relation-
as you.
Well, yes. So
But I have
tell
it.
me all the things you've wanted to say.
Oh, so I'll say this first thing first. Do you feel like these Endermen and where we are is like some sort of metaphor that if you keep your eyes on a straight path, you don't look at the evil, and you will continue to move forward and move up? Because if you look at them, you're putting your attention to wrong things, and then it ends up killing you metaphorically.
You mean like when Simon, who they called Peter, looked away from Christ and then fell into the water?
Yes.
That was Simon, wasn't it?
Also,
Pretty
hey man,
sure
we
it
might
was.
lose viewers because of that. No, I'm just kidding.
What, not knowing whether or not it was Simon? I think
Can
it
you
was.
not talk about things like that?
Please don't talk
It makes
about
me
Jesus.
upset.
We've never gotten a comment like that.
I'm just
never
kidding.
once gotten a comment
Please,
like
everyone,
that.
please. I know I say some out of pocket things, but I am
What was
just
the first
kidding.
thing you said? Antibiotic things?
Out of pocket.
It
But I said
sounded
it wrong.
like you
Yes,
said
I said it. I
antibiotic,
said it a little
though.
bit weird. I meant to say out of pocket.
Well, I like that
Please
saying.
don't actually take it
antibiotic
that seriously. I
things.
swear it's fine.
What are you talking? I'm now
But
confused
anyways,
about what you're going on about. Go
The other
get your
thing I
point.
wanted to say was today I walked outside of my home
Yeah, where you live.
and
I know where this
I
story's
live
going.
sometimes, and across the street I heard people yelling and fighting and banging sounds, not guns, but just like loud sounds.
Yes.
And I tried to sneak kind of, not really close at all. I was still like 200 yards away, but I was trying to see if I could see anybody. And then I was like, I'm going to call the cops
Good call.
because I know that people have called the cops. I told the lady on the phone on 911 that I'm pretty sure people have called the cops on people before. Called the cops. Not too long after, I walked back out of the house to go to the gym, and 2 cop cars went up the road and pulled up over there.
That's
And
good.
I saw them talking to someone, and that was a very interesting thing. I think there was a third thing I want to talk about, but apparently my brain can't hold more than 2 different concepts or thoughts in my head. So
I'm trying to figure out, like, how does it feel to be in such a bad
I have
argument
so
that the
much-
police get called? Like, do you feel angry or do you feel like a fool that
are there
you
more-
let your emotions get that carried away?
yeah, you shouldn't do that. It's not a good idea.
No.
You should never try to provoke anger, unless you're defending something that is eternally true. Anyway,
Okay. What is your question, though?
which then you're still not provoking.
Get to your point. What are you asking me?
I
There's
have a
Enderman
lot of
with a
end
crown.
stone. I think enough to where we could get to wherever we're going.
Oh, I've crossed a couple of bridges already.
Wait, where are you?
You
Oh,
gotta
I see it.
Just cross the bridge.
I have.
I was going to let you
almost
keep
4
collecting.
stacks.
Yeah, while I kind of carried on.
No, I'm getting into too much. We need to have more fun. Don't want
Is
to
that
confuse anybody.
is that a village?
No, I'm just kidding.
I just
I
looked
get it.
directly at an Enderman.
I'm assuming you're on this. Wow, I'm just gonna pretend like
that might just be a platform.
I'm gonna pretend like there's nothing underneath me.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good call. I've got to sneeze, but I don't want you to
No, you're fine.
see. That's the rabies. Oh, I was going to also say that I was looking through. You know,
What the-
It's been a week since.
What is
Careful.
that?
What?
What is the creeper? Look.
It's just on the.
Oh, it's on the-
Yeah,
oh.
it's a hat.
Will they all attack me if I kill him?
No, but that thing will kill you.
Can you shoot it with a bow?
No, you cannot shoot it.
I want
with a
that
bow.
hat though.
Okay, but what you need to do, come here, before you engage it, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build like a safety thing here. So, Endermen are
I know
too
what to do.
tall to get you if you stand under something like this back here that I've already built for you. This is an Enderman
Oh, yes,
safe
okay.
space. So get underneath there. And there you go.
Fool! Fool!
And then you just- you
How do you
hit-
get the hats again?
You hit H, and you select it from your variety of hats that are currently available to you.
Aha.
There
How do
you
I
go.
look? Thank you for that. That's genius.
You look fantastic.
Genius, genius, genius.
I think I'm going to do
What's
the
that
same
from?
thing to get this guy. Okay. Excuse me. There we go. We've got... No. I want that hat. Don't you hit it.
I
Don't
was
you
going to
hit
hit him
it.
with a block.
You absolute goober. Unbelievable.
How are they
You
still
tried to-
screaming even after they've died?
It's, I don't know. It's called Glove World.
Glove World.
Do you remember what that's from?
SpongeBob?
Yes. Do you remember what episode, though?
First season?
I don't remember if it was first season, but
Six,
Glove
episode
World
6.
is not. If you got that right, that would be incredible. Remember, Glove World is not the focus of the episode. Do you remember what the main thing that happens in that episode is?
No, I'm kind of blanking.
Okay, they get on a bus leaving
Oh,
Glove
and go
World.
to the, I remember the 90-degree
rock bottom.
rock bottom, yeah.
I can't
Rock bottom.
understand your accent.
Rock bottom.
How do they eventually get out of there using a balloon?
Mm-hmm.
Was that both of them? Or no, wait, how did Patrick
I don't think
Patrick got on the bus, didn't he?
He didn't even go down there, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it was him and SpongeBob.
But then, for most of the episode, Patrick's not down there.
No, because SpongeBob goes away to get something and then comes back, and isn't Patrick already on the bus leaving?
Yeah, something like that.
Something dumb like that?
Yeah, something dumb.
I'm
something
pretty sure I remember
continue.
them driving away and SpongeBob
if I break
being
these,
like,
will they get mad?
No. I already collected some earlier. I don't know
what is
for.
it? Like,
I'm not actually sure
fruit.
what you're supposed to do with it.
I guess you can eat it?
You can turn it into a blinking conveyor upgrade. You can smelt it into a popped chorus fruit.
Well, it says it's got food. It's actually got a stack of it is 2,800
into a purple
EMC.
block. Ooh,
I'm going to collect a bunch
or
of
an
this.
end rod.
It's quite a bit of EMC.
End rods are cool. We'll probably find some at a nearby village.
I'm going to keep collecting some every once in a while because I get, just for a stack, it's only 2,000 EMC for a stack, but...
You know what we haven't considered is that we might be here for a long time.
already have almost a stack. Yeah, we could be here for a long time.
And we're eventually going to run out of food.
No.
One of us is eventually going to die.
Where'd you go?
It's going to happen. I just keep going straight north.
Well,
I figure our best bet for finding a village is to just walk in one direction.
You got really far. Dang,
yes.
Dude.
Yes, I'm at the edge of this island. I just keep opening up the map. I don't know if increasing my render distance, which would be an easy thing to do here, considering, there's not a whole lot going on. I don't know if that would allow me to load in more chunks and therefore see more on the map. I'm going to give it a try real quick. I've cranked up my view distance all the way.
The Enderman go...
Not necessarily recommending you do that. I'm just saying I've done it.
I don't know if I should break down my pickaxe, actually. I should probably stop
that did work. Yes, I've rendered more of the world.
Oh, wow. Just because your render distance?
Yes.
Does that make any sense?
From what I can see here, there are no villages near us at all.
Oh, my... What just happened?
You tell me.
I ate one of the fruit, and it seemed like it teleported me slightly.
Oh, maybe don't do that
I should
then.
not do that.
I was going to say, what if it, drops you into, off into the void?
I am going to keep some of it, though, because... Again, EMC isn't horrible. I mean, it's only, 2,000 something for a stack, but if it's so plentiful, so.
Yeah, and plus when we get back home, we can, plant it if we wanted to.
Yeah, this is getting me flat.
Automate the plant and, the collection. I mean,
EMC
building...
generator,
EMC
which
generator,
you can already do with a quarry and turn it on to
That's what we're currently doing. I wonder what the quarry... You know what? I didn't top it off before we left, so even if it's still running, it's not running anymore. So far, we have managed to generate one whole diamond, though, which is kind of fun.
Imagine doing this, in real life somehow, just walking over this. Don't think about it.
While placing one
Why
block
does it look like that
another.
under you?
What do you mean? Oh, the fuzzy?
Yeah.
That's just the nether, man. Or the end, man. It's just fuzzy like that.
It looks like there's something down there. I think it's enticing you to go down.
It's some kind of membrane, because all of this actually takes place inside of the stomach of an even bigger ender dragon. This is unnecessary, but it's kind of cool. But it is going to mean that it's going to take us longer to get further because we have to stop and collect more endstone.
Yeah, I just felt safer.
That's okay. That's fine. Being safe is good.
Watch how it work out later when we're trying to run from something.
That would be great. Oh my gosh, I see an end village.
Oh my lord.
Oh my goodness
Lord.
gracious.
Oh my
it's a
God.
big one. Now, I want to point out that once we get there, we might get an Elytra. And I already checked, and they don't have an EMC value.
That's fine.
So...
That means we find two.
that means finding a second village.
A second village.
Why do you say it like that?
Gosh, a second village.
A second village has been... A second village has hit the... Oh, no. Sorry, that's inappropriate. Should we go to that island and then at that island?
Or should I don't even see the end village.
Oh, yeah, I have my... It's that direction. And I have my render distance cranked all the way. Which you can do if you'd like, but it should also be on your map though, potentially.
32 chunks.
Give it a second; it'll be there soon. See, it's a good thing I enabled that.
I see all the octagons in the sky.
Octagons in the sky. I can fly twice as high. I am officially out of endstone.
Well,
you want to take over on the bridge?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Hold down Shift.
Yep.
And never, or hold on, not Shift for you. I'm sorry, whatever button you use for crouch.
No, yeah, I've got it.
Oh, it is Shift, isn't it? It is Shift for everyone
okay.
except for me, because I use Control.
Oh, I don't like
but
this
I'm
at all.
so used to doing Minecraft tutorials that I know the thing it should be. All right, you just work on that. I'm going to start, digging up the earth.
This is horrific.
I'll come join you soon enough. I do like that you've got a creeper on top of your head.
Yep.
I promised someone a long time ago I'd make a tutorial for how to add graves and hats, and I haven't done it yet. I've been distracted with other things like contracting rabies. which I don't have.
This is gonna take me forever.
There's gonna be comments from people saying it's better to be safe than sorry, and I agree. And I have considered just going to get the vaccine and just being done with it. It's not. It's unfortunately. It's not like the polio vaccine or the
Everybody's
the
afraid
measles
nowadays. I
one,
wouldn't be worried about it.
where it's like a one and done. Apparently, you have to get it renewed every so often. But
Why would that mean I've held? Don't worry about it. I ran
You're
out of
almost to
blocks
an
and I
island.
thought that I was gonna fall for some reason.
you've
But I
almost
still
made
have
it
ship.
to like a stopgap island.
Oh, hello.
I have exactly one stack.
I still have a lot, so we're fine. Oh my gosh, this is so horrifying. I hate doing this.
We're very close, though. We're very, very close now.
I hate doing this.
It's all going to be fine. We're going to make it, and it's going to be okay. Oh, I should not have done that. Good thing I didn't just walk forward immediately. I'm cutting a groove into here. Oh, you've decided to go up a level. Okay. In that case, my groove
I'm
is...
just on. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm on the
my groove
island.
doesn't... Oh, I forgot that we have jetpacks.
I like how being shift means I can hover over the edge.
Yes. It just means that you won't walk over.
Well, yeah, like it looks like I'm
hopefully-
hovering over it.
The last thing I want to
hate
do...
that this is only one block, though. I hate that.
I like that this is going to become like a 10-part mini-series within the series. The trip
Just
to the
this
end.
adventure?
It's this, yes. This is our find the oil. Speaking of, did you see that they've got Jaffa Factory 2 up now?
Yes,
Over
I did.
I think it's on
But
Duncan's
don't watch
channel.
that. Watch our stuff.
You can watch both.
No.
We haven't watched it yet,
No.
have we?
No.
We're going to eventually. They don't have Simon in it. They've got Harry instead.
Well, then what's the point?
Oh, don't be me. Harry's he's a funny guy. He's
I don't
a good
even know
guy.
who that is. Harry Styles? Harry Styles
yes.
joins the Oxcast.
Harry Styles joined the Oxcast a long time ago, as he is, of course, many people don't know this, but he is Simon's son.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that.
Are you collecting blocks, by the way? 'Cause
Yes.
I might run out soon.
Yeah, I'm back here collecting blocks from the little
No,
islands.
actually, I have plenty.
Yeah. Harry Styles is the son of Simon and Tina Barrett, which a lot of people might not realize. You know who Tina Barrett is, of course,
Yeah, of course.
from S Club 7. You never really listened to the Yog Pod much, did you? You were more of a Yogscast channel type of guy.
Yeah, I didn't really.
The
I did
Yog Pod-
listen to it sometimes.
I am Dave! Exclamation mark Yognot!
I did actually listen to a lot of those podcasts.
And I have the balls.
Yep.
Yep, that's the thing you're supposed to say. Particularly when you meet another Yognot out in public.
Yep.
You're supposed to say that to them. And there's all kind of wacky stories that people send in about that happening to them in real life, which is always a good time.
That's awesome.
It's great.